Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is the VOA Special English Technology Report. America's video game industry was the winner. In a decision by the United States Supreme Court in late June, the justice rejected a law in California that banned the sale or rental of violent games to people under 18. They said the 2005 law violated the free speech guarantee. In the First Amendment to the Constitution, the vote was 7-2. The court decided that video games are a protected form of creative expression, like books, play, and movies. Paul Miguel, dean of the University of Dayton Law School in Ohio, says California did not see gaming that way. The state of California tried to argue that this was not speech. It was more of an activity because children interact and play with the video games. And so it's not traditional speech like a book or like a magazine. California lawmakers argued that violent games were especially harmful to children, but the court said they were no more harmful than the violence in other forms of media justice, and Don Scalia was the majority of opinion. The pointed to the violence in fairy tales like Snow White and Cinderella and a cartoon. Professor Miguel says the court sees its job as only to decide what is on is not legally protected speech. We don't want to get the Supreme Court into making fine distinction about what is better than others, because that will lead is down a slippery slope. Aren't you deciding that what to stop the government from saying that, for example, Grimm's fairy tales themselves are too violent, or that particular books should be banned? In fact, from 1950 to 1952, the Supreme Court permitted censorship of movies for fear they could be used for evil. Today, the film and music industries have voluntary rating system, and so does the video game industry. For example, extremely violent games are rated M for mature. These are meant for ages 17 and older. Only 5% of the more than 1,600 games rated last year were at M still. Abby Halloran, a manager at a GameStop store in Maryland, says M-rated games like Call of Death, Halo, and Velo that are the most popular games in the store. She says parents have to give their permission for children to buy M-rated games, but the majority of the time when we tell them what's in it, they don't. For VOA Special English, I'm Mario Reiter. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.